Okay, time now is 9:43 a.m. in the morning on December 27th. Um yeah, um I went to bed at 6:10, I think, and I'm really distracted by the singing next door. Okay. No, I went to bed even later, did I? Like 6:20 maybe? No, I definitely went to bed at around like, yeah, 6:10, something like that. I think actually 6 a.m. And then set an alarm and woke up at 9:30 or 9:20. And then I went back to bed for a little more. Holy shit. That's like 3.5 hours of sleep. I mean, on a normal film set day, this is fine. Like, I sleep for 2 hours, 3 hours, but I don't know, man. This sucks. And yeah, last night I thought about waking up at 10 or 10:30, and then I realized my flight is 3:20 p.m. And if I were to be safe, I would like to arrive at LAX at 2. And then if I arrive at LAX at 2, which means then I have to leave my apartment at 1. And if I wake up at 10:30 and I leave at 1, this means I would have 2.5 hours, which is bad. So, I actually do have to wake up earlier. So right now I have 3 hours and 15 minutes before I leave, which is still pretty bad. But I think it's doable. Again, the packing, my luggage over there, I'd say that is already about like 30% or 40%, honestly. So, honestly, I think I can handle this. Um, Also, I did not watch Southland Tales. I planned to see that film last night, did not see it because I do not have the time to, and if I watch a little bit of it last night and then finish it this morning, I would not even be able to focus on the movie this morning. So I might as well push it to later. Unfortunately, that's the case. Um, but yeah, that's it. Um, I get that out of canker sore. Ugh. But yeah, I'm excited to go to Seattle, and all I have to do this morning is pack. I literally have nothing else planned. I'm not gonna edit anymore or watch anything. All I need to do is pack, 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 and throw out the trash. Um, and I'm also feeling a little stomach ache, so I might have to go to the bathroom first, which is gonna take up some time, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, that's basically it. Okay, it's 11:39 a.m. I am about less than 2 hours away from leaving. I Jesus Christ. After I woke up, it took me a whole hour to go to the bathroom and take a shower, and I just spent like another 20 minutes like not doing much but just watching YouTube. And I hate that I do this every time I have to leave and pack. I just stall time and procrastinate. I'm just too tired. Holy shit, the tiredness is really hitting me, and I really just don't want to do anything. I really just want to sleep right now. It's actually really bad. Um, but I mean, I didn't sleep though. I mean, okay, so my bed is covered. And I packed up my books in my can tote bag, which is pretty cool. I also I packed up my washeries over here, everything, my shaving kit, toothbrush, everything. And so I feel like I'm like 50% done. This feels pretty good. I'm gonna take a look at. I have like diagonal bag. Okay, I'm gonna deal with my backpack now actually, because everything else, charging, that's all for the very end. And yeah, I think I'll make it. All right, my final lunch of LA. Got some wonton noodles, a lot of tofu. I couldn't finish all the tofu, by the way, but I tried. And some dumplings, and still got some broccoli downstairs, but yeah. This fucking crazy. I usually don't even wake up this early. Okay, fuck, it's already 1:11. I don't even know if I can finish this. Okay, it's 1:34. Holy shit, I did not expect myself to spend so much time making lunch. But it's okay now. Bottles cleaned. This is cleared. 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 Very simple stuff. Luggage is done. I'm ready to go. Fuck. I'm so scared of being late. Okay, I'm gonna head out right now.
How long would it be if it was like Portland?
Wow.
Bro. Nice. Nice, nice. Don't know how this works.
知你中意食啊！
而家煲蓮藕湯啊！而家。
Okay, time now is 2:25. The canker sore under my tongue is beginning to actually hurt. Yeah, and I'm back. I'm back in the basement. It's my third time being back in this room, sleeping overnight. And, yeah, let's talk about today, actually. Right. So today was a bit rough, but it's like not bad. I woke up after 3.5 hours of sleep or less, and it was terrible. Like, I was so tired, but somehow, even though I had a stomach ache and I woke up and I went to the bathroom, and even though I only had about 2.5 hours to finish packing and get out, I managed to do that. And I threw out the trash. It was gross. I cooked broccoli, and then I threw out half of the pot of broccoli that I cooked. It didn't even taste that good. But yeah, I made sure I got everything I needed. And then I just left. I left. I called an Uber, and holy shit, it's expensive. It's $63. I've never had such an expensive Uber fee ever before, and it's kind of fucked up that it's so expensive, but I had no choice. But luckily, there was barely any traffic, and the driver was fast, and I arrived at 1:35. I called the Uber. At 1:45, I got onto the car, and then by 2:15, half an hour later, I was already at LAX. Half an hour. And, oh my god. My belly is hurting right now because I just had such a huge dinner. But, but yeah. I arrived, and then I checked in. Again, it's like, even though I've gone to the airport myself many times, it was still like a weirdly confusing process. I went to the American airline check-in place, and then they couldn't find my confirmation code, and then turns out it's Alaskan Airlines or Alaska Airways, and so I went there instead, and then I checked in. Everything worked out, and I went to the gate, and then I waited for a bit, and then I hopped onto the plane. I sat next to two very stereotypical white boys, and one of the white boys, the guy sitting next to me, like, talked to me for a little bit and was like, where are you headed? Is this a connecting flight? Or is this like the first flight? And I'm like, no, Seattle is my destination. And then he asked me what's my major, and I said film, and that's it. That's the end of our conversation. But interestingly, these two white boys are from Missoula, Montana, which is where David Lynch is from. So that's very interesting. And I wish I could tell them that, but they probably wouldn't know who David Lynch is. Yeah. Got off the plane at around 6:15 p.m. and getting out was surprisingly easy. I thought I still have to go through customs. Turns out I don't, and I don't know why. I thought I do. Like, I've had these domestic flights many times already, but I don't. I just went to the baggage claim. I immediately found my luggage, and then I got out, and somehow I'm even earlier than my brother. My brother arrived at Seattle maybe 10 minutes before I did from Minnesota, and he's still waiting for his luggage at the baggage claim. Turns out there's some mishap, and his baggage ended up in the adjacent carousel. But we waited for like half an hour until we asked somebody. But yeah, my mom showed up. My uncle showed up in his car, and then we had a car ride to this house again at around, I forgot what time. I think at around 8 p.m. we were here, and then we just had food. And holy shit, it's so crazy. I haven't had this much food since half a year ago, and my belly feels like it's about to explode. It's hot pot, lots of meat, lots of veg, and I'm coughing really bad. I don't know why when I got onto the plane, maybe it's like cold, but my coughing got really bad. Now it's fine for some reason, but just now, like during dinner, I was coughing. And then of course after dinner there's dessert. There's durian, there's mango pudding, and then there's sweet tea, and so much. It's crazy. But anyways, I'm back in this basement. A little awkward because it's not very clean, it's not very comfortable. but as per usual, this is my workstation, and this is my bed. Doesn't seem too great, doesn't seem too bad either. I stole the Lysol alcohol spray from the bathroom, and most of my shit is in the luggage. I'm not taking them out. My clothes, my books, everything stays unless I need it for real. My backpack over there, heater, and that's pretty much it. I think in a moment I'm gonna go to bed. Everyone's kind of asleep now, and I wanted to read because I've been thinking about reading, and I tried to read 100 Years of Solitude. I read a couple pages and I fell asleep. I also fell asleep on the plane, but I know I'm sleepy, but I didn't know I'm that sleepy. But I literally just now fell asleep upstairs trying to read. I fell asleep while reading. So, it's gonna be a long journey. But yeah, still, it's gonna be chill, it's gonna be nice. Nothing is planned tomorrow. Yeah, Christian R texted me asking me how I'm doing. Turns out he's in Japan right now. Yeah. And, that's pretty much it. Oh god, my belly is hurting. Yeah, that's all. I forgot to mention that it's extremely painfully ironic that same time last year, I was talking to Jayun, thinking about her, falling into her, and then the next winter, she's just a stranger. I think she's in Vancouver now. We're actually quite close. I'm in Seattle. But who fucking cares? Okay, time now is 1:38 p.m. I just woke up and, yeah, it was kind of a terrible sleep. It was not the worst, it could be worse, but I went to bed at 4:15, quote-unquote bed, and, I couldn't fall asleep. Even though I fell asleep upstairs reading a book, when I'm on a bed, I can't fall asleep. 4:15, I was coughing, and I'm rolling around, and I couldn't sleep. The temperature's fine. The blanket is mediocre. This is actually 2 small blankets stacked, but I just put the first blanket on my torso and then the second blanket on my legs, and that's not a very good feeling, It's not the best feeling, but it's doable, it's fine. But I just couldn't fall asleep for like an hour or maybe an hour and a half, and then but I eventually did, and then I just naturally woke up. But I feel like I could have slept longer, but it's fine. Yeah. So, nothing's planned today. My belly last night was hurting because I ate so much. It's like bursting. So I really need to cool it today. But I also just want to focus on editing and watching movies. I still have a short film to upload, internships, and it's nice to know my YouTube video is blowing up. It's really, really cool. Yeah, that's basically it.
同埋喐。嗰邊個嘢邊個咧？嗰邊有條，嗰邊有條。啊，呢個啊，叫你之後買。啊，唔使啦。我呢度幫你自己我可以幫你自己。
係啊，唔使，暫時 OK 啊，頭先我哋行埋就 OK，試下咯。
有 Amazon function。好。
其實咧，如果今日落雨咧，就會落雪。一定。我都明。只要對住個湖啊。有牛舌、雞翼。
好多嘢。
仲有公仔麵嗰個係，呢個係咪要影啊？
哇，逼咗。唔緊要。
幾緊要呢個？你吊高啲，支嘢垂直啲，係。
睇住已經爆咗。
登咗啦，淨係得翻妹妹喺度，唔係咯。好得意。
Okay, it's 5:02 a.m. in the morning. I just fucking realized that I haven't filmed this video, so I'm gonna be quick. So today is okay. I woke up naturally and the sleep was kind of awful. But I woke up naturally and I probably had around 7 hours of sleep, which is not the best, but could be worse. Yeah, I woke up and I didn't do much. Just like how I would do in my second home at USC. I had breakfast at 2 p.m. 1:30 p.m. 2 p.m. But it wasn't long until at around 4-ish when we went out. Oh my god, the toothpaste. When we went outside and walked around Kirkland, which I've done already, and get food. My mom really wants to try Shake Shack, so we had Shake Shack. Just a little bit, just 2 burgers shared between 3 people, and a shake was shared between me and my brother. And then I had and then we went to another sushi restaurant, which we've been to last year. We went there again and had a hell of an expensive meal because sushi here is actually really expensive. But it tastes pretty good. And then we went back here to this house for a little bit. I didn't do much, and then we went out again to get dinner. So it was basically 4 meals in a row. We went to get dinner at this Chinese meat skewer place. It wasn't like a huge dinner, it was just like some meat and apples and beer, but it was nice. And then we ended today with He Lo San, a dessert restaurant, which we've also been to last winter. And we went there again, which is really funny. Yeah, that's basically it. Went home. I tried to read and I fell asleep again at around 12:30, and then I just spent like 2.5 hours watching a 2-hour film, and it's already fucking 5 a.m. So there's that. I'm gonna head to bed now. Not much else to report. I really need to get back on my internships game tomorrow, but I'm really excited for tomorrow because I'm gonna be waking up early and we're gonna head over to see Twin Peaks, which is fucking insane. So I'm excited. So yeah. Oh, fuck me. Time now is 10:46 a.m. in the morning. The sleep was, I don't know if it's better or worse than yesterday's, because I didn't sleep much this morning. I went to bed at 5, and it's kind of sad that I'm still going to bed hella late. Even though I'm in vacation and I'm supposed to go to bed earlier, like in a healthy sense. But yeah. And I didn't fall asleep immediately, but it took less time than yesterday. I think I went to bed at 5, but I probably fell asleep around 5:30, and then I woke up a couple times in the middle, around 7-ish maybe, and then around 10 my aunt woke me up because she told me to wake up outside of the door, and then I actually left my bed at 10:30. So here we are. Really excited for today though. Really excited for the Twin Peaks today, which is gonna be fun, which is gonna be awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, right now it is, I'm staring back at myself, by the way. Hello. Okay. Okay, so right now it's about 11 a.m. in the morning, and, I'm at Seattle, kinda, and, today is gonna be a very special day because I'm going to be seeing the Twin Peaks filming locations. My socks are on fire. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great, and I'm really excited. 哇，眩晕。哇！
我哋陣間一齊。
Bob AI Boo. No way. No way. Bro, why is there AI in this store? There's AI. Bruh.
因為暖啲啊嘛。有冇人笑咁？ 我叫我咪坐喺度咩？
Ooh, cherry pie. 28.
我做佢一邊上啦。
French fries.
Oh, nice. Can you share the French fries? Are we going to share our French fries, honey? Yay. Okay. Good.
Like that. Perfect.
And I'll have a damn fine cup of coffee.
Okay. Do you want hot chocolate? You okay? Okay. Do you have pie? Do you 好靚黐線。你去先。
好笑，佢以為我哋同後面同班，因為大家都係 Asian。
所以我就好奇怪，點解冇出過嘅？
係冇咩人冇咩 Asian。
但係佢都唔可以咁樣，因為係三組。
喂，其實如果我攞到三個5分，我可以入到 Harvard。
哦，係咩？
係啊。
咁細嘅。
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Speak 咗。Oh, I'll be right back. Thank you. Thank you. 喂，你做咩？你應該咁樣。而家咁樣。
Salsa y picante y no fuimos.
我當呢個60蚊。我唔知係邊嘢。唔知喎，好似唔識。攞走個杯啊！哇！阿攞同我攞走呢個 thanks。
哇！
拎兩萬嘅分先。湧啦，雪糕湧出嚟啦！ 點啊？
整佢乾淨啲。哇，
到啦！係啊，咁唔使
喎，
到咗啦，
其實3秒就到啦。
到咗咯喎。
哦。
咁即係唔使係咯，
哦，
即係唔使
呢個就係個瀑布。
係啊，呢個 make sense。
好靚啊！呢度就係
邊個？
你哋自己落車啦，我喺度坐下得啦。
邊度有瀑布啊？
唔係啊，瀑布未到，我揾定下一個地方啊。
呢個嘅牌啊。
佢 suppose 係有係啊。
Bruh, the sign is gone. Laura Palmer. Oh.
我哋落車。
Oh, damn. What the hell? Okay. Oh. Snoqualmie City Hall. Okay. Is it closed? Oh. Fuck. Oof. David Lynch artwork.哦，嗰個牌啊！你陣間出嚟幫我影啊！work 啊！ Yay, Snoqualmie！
呢個 information 嘅，佢上去啊，不如等。 飛啦？
咩啊？
你係咪個報紙頭嚟啊？
係啊。哦。Okay, time now is 1:58 a.m. in the morning. It's late again, bruh. But I'll try my best to go to bed early. Yeah, so today has been, interesting and probably will be the most interesting day of the entire trip. It's crazy that it's day 3 of the trip. Woke up feeling kind of tired, but it's okay. It's not too bad. We went over to, Jesus Christ. We're 2 days away from 2026, I just realized. We went over, to North Bend, which is this small town east of where we are at right now. And, yeah. Just a quick drive, quick half an hour drive over there. Probably the same distance. Well, not same distance, but same time it would take to drive from USC to maybe let me think. Maybe because LA has traffic. I'd say Monterey Park, but on a good day. But yeah, pretty close by. We went there, small town, and then boom, there we go, our cafe. And it was really cold. We even had time to go into a shop at the side which sells a bunch of merch, but I highly suspect that it's not legit merch. It's like fan merch, but some of them are just shit. It's like AI generated. Some of them are kind of scammy, like just a hoodie, just a hoodie with like an AI generated Twin Peaks logo on it with 2 axes crossing each other, which has nothing to do with Twin Peaks. My aunt decided to buy me and my brother 2 beanies. Each is $38, which is quite expensive for a fucking beanie. I got a t-shirt at Director's Fortnite for €30, and that makes sense because that's like Harmony Korine. And this beanie is just a Twin Peaks little patch slapped on it, but it's fine. But yeah, we went to the cafe, and it's a long wait, but we got a table, and it's fine. I ordered a pastrami beef sandwich with fries and then coffee. The coffee's fine. It's not the greatest coffee ever, as the show had advertised. But I drank it, and then I had pie at the end. They also added ice cream on it, which melted all over the place. And ice cream and coffee doesn't actually go well together because coffee tastes sour in comparison. But yeah, and also my coughing got better, surprisingly. Maybe it's the airflow. That's my new theory. Sometimes I think it's because it's cold. Sometimes I think it's because it's dry. Now I think it's the airflow. But yeah. And then we went to the Twin Peaks sign location, but the location is kind of dead. Like, there's no sign, there's no one, there's a car there, there's a photo of Laura Palmer on a post. But yeah, I took some photos. We saw a cool metallic bridge, and we stopped by and took some photos, and then we went to the Snoqualmie Falls. Where it's like the iconic waterfall. It's already a big tourist destination with or without Twin Peaks. And then finally we went to the Snoqualmie City Center, and as it turns out, it closes at 3 p.m. and when we arrived it was like 2:53. So we had 7 minutes, so me and my mom just went in. Our aunt also didn't accompany us to look at the falls, but that was like 10 minutes. It was just a glance. But yeah, the Snoqualmie City Hall, There are 3 drawings by David Lynch, and probably a replicate of the Twin Peaks sign is there. But that's pretty much it. Not much else. I took a bunch of photos and I went back. And then we went to a Fred Meyer's supermarket, and then we bought some stuff, and then we came back, and the rest of the day we're just here. And I spent a shit ton of time trying to edit my Cannes vlog. But yeah, it was really fun though. I think it's a really rare chance, a really rare opportunity for a David Lynch fan to visit the actual Twin Peaks locations, unless you fly to Seattle and then have someone drive you to these places. So I feel blessed. I posted a bunch of photos on Instagram, including my own face, which is rare. And a lot of people, from Jayun to Matt Chan, liked my stories. Matt liked it. Multiple of them. Which is surprising, because Matt never likes my shit. But yeah, it was fun. It was nice. I thought Anya or Colin would like them, but no, I guess not. I don't want to care. Had a very small dinner, fried rice, a little chicken, a little braised beef, some veg, and it wasn't really enough, so I ate some chocolate. But yeah, that's mainly it. I'm gonna go watch a movie or 2 now, probably just 1, and that'll be it. That'll be all. Yeah. There was a weird doorbell sound earlier, which is kind of creepy. But yeah, I'm trying to read and write more, or read and draw, and I just spent a lot of time drawing, and I just finished chapter 2 of the book, and I'm feeling a little proud, feeling a little accomplished. Yeah, that's it. Okay, it's 12:04 afternoon on December 30th. I'm gonna be quick here. I slept from 4:35 to I think 10:30. I woke up by the alarm, but I went back to sleep, and I woke up again at 11:50-ish. My mom woke me up. It was a good sleep. Each night gets better than the last. Yeah, and I can't believe we're already in the second half of the trip, so that's fucking hilarious. I'm gonna have a haircut today, so that's gonna be really nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. There we go. Portable charger. I thought I lost it in my car, in my aunt's car for a moment. Okay.
大髀嘢你冇食過啦？
但 LA 好多日本嘢。
都有。
Yeah, butter chicken. Thank you.
我唔
係味。
糖水嗰度加埋啲糖水。Yes.
哇
Yes. Bath in the sweet.
呢個送差喎。
送呢個 masala tea。呢個都唔係運動鞋咯。
或者你出去嗰個。
Okay, time now is 2:36 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I look like this now. So today is okay. It's day 4 of this trip slash visit. I don't even call it a trip. No, it's not really a trip. It's not really travel. It's more of just a visit. And today was fine. I had to wake up kind of early again. I woke up at 10:30, and then I went back to bed. Because I'm just like, nah, fuck it. Went back to bed. And then my mom woke me up at 11:50. And then I just, and then we went over to get Indian food for lunch. Originally, we wanted to have Malaysian food, but apparently it's not open. So we improved and we went to an Indian restaurant and had a huge lunch. Really good, really full. You know, got naan bread, butter chicken, you know, the usual palak paneer. And for the first time, I tried gulab jamun, and it's insanely sweet. And then after that, we headed over to my brother's homestay, and I had a haircut. This is something I've been looking forward to for a while because I needed a fresh start. I needed to look different. And holy shit, holy testicles. I don't know how to feel about this. My head feels so small right now. This feels cursed. This feels wrong. And yeah, I know it's gonna grow out. So hopefully in a couple weeks it's gonna look nicer. But I look strange. This is bizarre. This is even shorter. Ironically, this is even shorter than my last haircut at LA. Like before I went to Cannes, I was like, trim it down. This feels even shorter. Even though supposedly she's supposed to keep the sides longer. I mean, the sides are long, but like this is really short. So I don't know, but it's a change, and it'll work. It'll work out. Yeah. And then we took an Uber to Ross to buy clothes. I also needed some new clothes. And I went to the fitting room and I tried 5 different pants, and only one of them worked. There were I wanted nice colors that's not white, gray, or black. I don't want, I want the right size, and I want it to be comfortable, and it's really tough. But I think that's a good thing. That means I know specifically what I want, and that's important. And then finally, we went over to buy a drink. And then I went back to this house for a little bit, didn't do much. And then, we went out again to get dinner. And we had Taiwanese food. And this is the fastest, lightest dinner in history. There was barely any meat, just a few small plates, and we finished the whole thing in like 50 minutes. 5 people, 50 minutes. And then we came back, and then that's pretty much it. I spent a little time editing my short film Paradise, which is going to come out tomorrow. Pretty small film, not very significant. I'm thinking about not releasing it, but then it's like, nah, I'm gonna do it anyways. But yeah, subpar. It's really like $0, like no budget for real. And then that's it. And then the biggest cannonball of today was we had soup dumplings, like soup dessert, upstairs. And I was talking with my family, my brother, my mom, my aunt, my uncle, and it's really nice. It's really nice. And then my mom tried to find a very old short film I made when I was just a child, so not really a short film, just like a home video. And she's like, maybe it's on YouTube. So she went to YouTube on her iPad, and it showed her recently watched videos page, and I saw myself. I saw a couple thumbnails. And the worst part is, it's not Culture Detective, my main channel, but it's Losers Collective, this channel. So I didn't really see my face, it was just my thumbnails. And I wasn't like completely struck, I was calm. And it's more of a disappointment rather than a shock, because I knew it's inevitable. I knew one day it's gonna happen. I just didn't expect today to be the day. So it's a little tough. And then I thought I'm gonna have to talk to her tonight about this. So just now I did. And my mom's like, oh, why are you stressed about this? Why are you feeling weird about this? I think it's great. You're doing movie reviews, I think. And apparently she already knew about this since like a couple of years ago or more, since after I came to the US. So hilariously, she doesn't know that I started doing this since 2017, which was like 9 years ago, almost. She watched more than that. She watched my personal vlogs, and she's not like super great at English, so, and also I pump out a lot of videos. Like my vlogs are feature length. Like, Jesus Christ, like she's not gonna be able, no one is gonna be able to get through all of those. Literally 0 people on earth. Only me, because I'm in them. Because I have so much. But I told her to just don't see it. And we came to a good conclusion, because I don't want to... We're about to enter the last day of the year, and I don't want my relationship with my mom to be bad on the last day of the year. So we ended on a good kind of like chill note. And it's like, okay, it's a little too hot. It ended on a nice, like, understanding, and I trust that she won't see it. It's just very awkward, and I think this is the last straw. Like, this is the worst possible thing that could happen, right? I mean, Jiayun or Leslie finding out is also very bad, so I hope they don't. But I fear that if I get popular, eventually I will be found out. But I feel like my mom knowing about my channel, and no less my secondary channel, is pretty much the last straw. And this is making me think of radical changes I can make to my channel and in the future. So yeah, I mean, not only am I going to cut movie reviews and album reviews for the most part, I'm also going to just present myself in a much more mature way, so that I am congruent with who I am in real life, which is really tough, but it kind of has to be that way, I guess, because I think the biggest issue, it's so interesting, because with Daniel Pan finding out, Luis finding out, and Justin T finding out as well. It's like, if my mom is the first person to find out, I would be really shocked, but at this point, it's like a gradual change when more and more people around me are finding out. I am now, I used to be really scared to be found out, because when I started YouTube, it was an escape, and YouTube was a place, and back in 2017, 2018, 2019, I post videos like more than just movie reviews. I post videos where I talk about sad, depressing shit that's bothering me. I talk about very insane things. I do these school recap videos, and it's gotten so bad that I had to move them to my secondary channel. So back then, my YouTube was a place where I get to express things that I could never do that in reality to anyone, because I had no one to trust in real life. And second of all, so in that case, there's a split between my real life persona and my online persona. My online persona is even realer than my real life persona. Second of all, I just have multiple personas, and I feel embarrassed by the fact that I would feel embarrassed if people find both of these personas. And similarly, I have different personas when I'm in front of friends, when I'm in front of family. I'm really different everywhere I go, but I think the most different is my online persona is somehow my realist persona. But nowadays, with people like Luis and Justin T and Daniel Pan finding out about my YouTube channel, it's embarrassing, but I'm less bothered by it. It's not the end of the world. So strangely, when my mom found out about it, it wasn't like the end of the world. I decided to talk to her about it. I knocked on her bedroom door, and went in and talked for about half an hour, and it was just like I had to deal with this because I wouldn't be able to sleep soundly tonight. But yeah, I think this goes into the deeper question of not just how am I going to deal with my YouTube channel in the future, especially these vlog videos, which no one is seeing, and it's too personal for me to air outside, but then I'm filming this, and if I know that this won't go outside, then what's the point? So I don't know, but I think I'm thinking of deleting my second channel. So no more vlogs. But also, these vlogs are a continuation of what I had since I was like 12, since my first diary. And I've been doing these diaries, whether it is on paper or in video format, for like half of my life, more than half of my life, and I don't know how to stop that. But anyways, this goes into the deeper question of my persona. I think it is about time where my free-thinking, somewhat aggressive, witty, and relatively witty persona online, my soft, nice, reserved, maybe a little weird persona in real life, and then my very edgy and artsy persona in the inside, and then my kind-hearted persona at the very, very inside have to coalesce, because I feel like even if you ignore the whole aspect of YouTube, even within real life, I find it really tough to express myself and present myself, because I'm always stuck in this soft, nice guy persona, but that's a very shallow side of me. And I think time has come in 2026 where I truly find a place where it all has to come together. Like, all my personas, or all the sides of me, need to make sense finally. Because this cannot go on. And I think yeah, I don't know, just like, I can't give an example. I guess an example would be, like, I don't know, sometimes I'm like, I want to kill people, I'm edgy, I'm a man of hate, and I'm a rebel, I'm a terrorist. And then, literally, I would run into Colin or something, or Ethan Kwan, and I would be like, haha, I'm fine, and, you know, yeah, life is a bit tough, but... And there are people who... It's like a spectrum, though. Like, in front of people like Potter or now Christian, I'm a bit more towards that, like, emo, broken side. But some people I want to hide my brokenness from. But then at the same time, I'm not really that broken and fucked up. Like, I'm not actually a killer. And I'm not, like, that suicidal or anything. But then in front of my therapist, I'm just this weak, but in a good way, like vulnerable and honest. And that's completely different from my online persona. And I'm confident, I know what I'm saying. And I mean, it makes sense that a human being has multiple sides to them. But this weird conflict between, like, even within that spectrum, like, I can't imagine myself being, like, edgy in front of Ethan Kwan, but I can be edgy in front of Anya and Rachel, even though they're in the same fucking cohort, in the same major. And if we sit in the same row during the 310 screenings, am I a different persona when I sit with the APCA gang versus with the Click2View gang? And then if Jiren was there, would I develop a new persona? Like, at some point, it's all gotta coalesce. And I feel like 2026 is the year I must figure it out. And I think the key isn't necessarily, be more honest, or, like, show them how broken I am. No, the key is to be honest. But the key isn't to show them I'm broken and edgy. I think the key is to just tell them what's up with me, I guess. Maybe it's time. Maybe it is time. Yeah. I definitely don't have the time to watch Southland Tales. I'll have to finish it tomorrow.